So today is a new lesson.
Yeah.
And to begin our lesson, what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of review of things that we've learned already. And we're going to do it with a Jenga game. And you know how to play Jenga.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, is when you move one of the blocks, you have to say if the letter or letters are a consonant or a vowel. And maybe if they're voiced or unvoiced. I'll ask you questions as we do it. Would you like to be the first one to move a block? Go for it. Ah, that one moves nicely. Okay, cool. And what's the sound of the E?
Eh.
I agree. And is that a single vowel or a digraph?
Single vowel.
I agree. Now here's a real challenging. If you picture the single vowel staircase in your mind, do you know what step it is on? 1, 2, 3.
Two.
You are right. Okay, you get to keep that. Oh, no, we got to put it on top. Okay, my turn?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do W, which is a consonant, W, and it's noisy, and it's a single consonant, and it has a lot of wind coming out of it. Your turn. Okay, what's this letter?
U.
I agree. And what kind, is it a consonant or a vowel?
Single.
And can you picture where it is on the staircase?
Very bottom.
Is it the...
Oh, no, the second to bottom.
That's right. You got it. Cool. Okay. I'm going to try this one. Ooh. No, I'm not. Maybe I can do this one. Yes, I can. Seeing that you play it just like I do, you know, just kind of out.
Yeah.
Don't come down. Oh, it didn't come down.
Close.
Close. Okay. Ooh. So this is a vowel, and it's a digraph, 2 letters, 1 sound. And we did this last time, right? Because
it can make 2 different sounds?
Exactly. It can say ooh, where our lips are the most puckered, closed, contracted, or ugh. But this one I'm going to say is ooh. Now I've made it so it's going to be hard for you. Oh, he gets it out anyway.
Or P.
And I like how you said it so clearly without any vowel sound. And do you remember, first of all, is it quiet or noisy?
Quiet.
I agree. Do you remember its partner? Use same part of the mouth, same.
No, is it
Okay.
Va or V?
What did you say?
No.
No, what did you say? I want to hear.
That was V.
Okay, so
That's
say v.
No.
So v, it is voiced, but is a puff of air coming out? V, or a stream?
It's a string.
Okay, so that can't be the partner, right?
Yeah.
You want me to give you some choices?
Sure.
Okay, so you can have D, G, or B. So say them and you'll know the answer. D,
D,
G,
G,
B,
B.
which is the partner of P.
B.
You got it.
B.
You got it. The reason that these partners are important is many of the spelling rules are based on the consonant pairs, quiet, voiced and unvoiced, things like that. Okay, I'm going to take one more turn and then we're going to go do something else, okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Which do I want to try? Let me see. Oh, that'll work. Oh. Oh! So, O is a single vowel, and it is at the bottom of the staircase. Ah. Now, I have one question before we finish. So the vowels, are they voiced or unvoiced? Ah.
Voiced.
All of them are voiced. Okay? So we'll move this over, and maybe we'll be able to play it again next time. I love to play games. So one of the things I'm going to ask at the end of our time together today is to we'll create a game together, okay? And that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Um, what do you know about the vowels already? Tell me what you know about the vowels already.
There's five, not including Y.
Okay, so A, E, I, O, U, and Y. I agree. And Y absolutely acts as a vowel
When
a
it
lot of times.
does.
Yes. Okay, what else do you know about vowels?
They're all voiced.
Yes, I agree with that.
I was about to say there's no digraphs of them, but there's.
There are. Yeah, there are digraphs.
They're not consonants.
That's right. Okay, so today we're going to learn some more about vowels. And what we're going to learn is, one, their jobs and their patterns. Okay? Because one of the things that is really, really helpful about knowing about vowels is you don't have to memorize each one, just like you didn't have to have separate ideas about the consonants. We had consonant pairs, we had consonant groups, and that makes memorizing them more
Simple.
simple. Exactly. So, vowels are really, really, really important to spelling and reading, okay? In fact, if you can look at a word and you don't know how to read it, but you can figure out the vowel sound, most likely you can read it and most likely you can spell it.
Oh, and also, every word has a vowel, right?
Exactly. Every word and every syllable has a vowel. So some of the longer words might have more than one syllable, so they have more than one vowel. Absolutely. So a lot of spelling patterns are based on the vowels. We also call the vowels open phonemes because we open our mouth, our lips, tongue, and jaw, put it into a position, and pass the air through. Okay? Another thing, this is a cool thing. So when singers sing, they hold a note on the vowel. And the reason they do is some of the consonants, not all of them. Yeah, I know, you can't go t and hold it, can you? Right? And you can't go p or ch or wh and hold it. But you can go ah, e, o, you can hold it on the vowel, okay? Okay, so we have had single vowels, and you told me that the single vowels on the staircase, can you remember the single vowels?
A, E, I, O, U.
Right. Can you remember the staircase?
I, E, A, U, O.
Exactly. Okay, and so I'm going to do the staircase. Can you just say the sounds of each of those single vowels?
I, E, A,
You know your single vowels now, don't you? You really do, and that's the vowel staircase. Okay, now let's look at these words here, and I'm going to just show them for a moment on the screen, okay? But I'm going to ask you some questions. So this word says tap, right? Can you tell me how many sounds are in the word tap? And use our fingers like we did last week. T. So we have
3.
how many? Okay, you get to do some writing today. Will you put 3 like little dashes on the page here, please?
Like just random
Yeah,
dashes?
just across a line. I'll show you, and then you'll know. 1, 2, 3. Okay? Okay. Now, we're going to, let's say, what are the letters that map onto each of those sounds? What's the first letter that says t?
T.
Put it down. What's the second sound in tap?
A.
And what's the letter that goes with that?
A.
I agree. And what's the last sound in tap? P. Perfect.
P.
Perfect pronunciation. Okay, now I'm going to say that this word here says tape. Okay? So if we look at the word tap, let's do this first. If we look at the word tap and then we look at the word tape, what's the same about those two words?
The first 3 letters.
Exactly. And are the are the sounds the same? The letters? No, they're not. What's different about these two words?
The A goes a in tap, and the A in tape goes A.
You're right. Exactly. The vowel is sounding different, isn't it? And because we know that spelling and the English language makes sense, there has to be a reason for this. So when we say tape, how many sounds are in the word tape?
A.
Let's put three lines again, new ones. Okay. So what's the first sound in tape? Okay, let's write it down. What's the second sound in tape?
A.
Okay.
Which is A.
It's an A, but is it an A by itself? Because if it's an A by itself, it would say ah. In the word tape, is there more than one vowel letter?
E.
So the second sound is A-E. And we're going to talk about that. And what's the last sound in the word tape?
P.
P. So when we look at how the word tape is spelled here, are the A and the E sitting right next to each other
No.
or separated?
Separate.
By a consonant, one consonant. So this is the explanation for it. When you have a single vowel followed by one consonant sound and then an E, that E is a marker. It has a job, and its job is to jump over that consonant and say to the letter A, say your letter name, say your long sound, if you will, or your alphabet name.
So if like, what would be another good example? I don't know. So this consonant, so if there's another vowel after a consonant before another vowel, so the E can just pretend like it goes over there.
What are you thinking of exactly? Explain that to me. What letter are you thinking of? Or are you just trying to say it?
I'm just trying, because I never knew that. I thought it was just a different sound, because I was taught that each vowel has two sounds.
Oh.
Not
okay, well let's talk about that.
Vowels.
Oh, good. You're learning something new today, aren't you? So, a single vowel can have two sounds. It can say its staircase sound, or it can say its letter name. Okay? So that is true. But many vowel sounds are made up of two vowel letters together. And you have to know, like, the patterns of the combinations. So if we have A and then a consonant in E, we call that a vowel plus E. That's the pattern name. Okay? So let's look at the rest of these and see if they follow the pattern. So this word says B-I-T.
Bit.
And if I put an E one consonant away from the I, what is going to happen to the I?
Bite.
You got it. How many sounds in bit?
B-it.
And I like that you used your fingers, even though you did it down low. And in bite, how many sounds are there?
B-I-T.
So we have 4 letters, but that I-E makes one sound. Is this making sense to you? Can you explain it back to me?
So it's basically the same with tape. If there's does it have to just be an E?
It does have to be an E.
Okay.
The E is the marker, but it can be with A-E-I-O-U. Okay?
So because the E is after a consonant and before the consonant is another vowel.
Single vowel.
Single vowel. The E can make the I say its letter name.
Exactly. And the E can make the A say its letter name.
Make any vowel say its letter name.
Exactly. So what would this word say? H-O-P.
Hop.
And if I put an E on it, it is?
Hope.
And the E can come over.
And make it say its...
So I have to tell you. So I have a name for this. I call it Bopper E. And the reason I call it Bopper E is it can come over, jump over that consonant, and bop the single vowel on the head and say your letter name. Okay? So what is U-S says?
Us.
And U-S-E says?
Use.
Use. And M-E-T says?
Met.
And M-E-E-T says?
Meet.
Now, Do you see something wonky about the M-E-E-T?
It's because it's not.
What's not?
The E is not on the other side. It wouldn't be M-E-T-E.
Mm-hmm.
It's just M-E-E-T.
Okay. So let's summarize this. If I have a single vowel in a one-syllable word, followed by a consonant, one consonant sound, and then an E, that E has a job. What is its job?
To tell the vowel to make its letter sound.
Exactly. It can go over one consonant sound and make the vowel say its letter name, its alphabet name.
Yeah.
Both of those. Okay, now, I think you've got this. EE is the only one that can sit right next to each other. The second E still is a marker, and it makes the first E say its
So there
letter
doesn't
name.
have to be a consonant in between.
Only with EE, okay?
Not with AE or
No,
just E.
The only thing, here's some words that I can think of. TOE and PIE. The vowel sound comes at the end.
Knee. Oh, no, that's. Never mind.
Okay, let's say TOE says toe. How many sounds in toe?
Oh.
Just two, right? So the O sound comes at the end. There's not a consonant after it, and that's why it sits together. How many sounds in the word pie?
I.
Two, right? And the I is at the end. There's no consonant after the I, so the IE sits together. Those are really exceptions, okay? And truthfully, when I teach this most of the time, most people, I wait a little longer to teach them those exceptions, okay? And because I know you're a thinker, I'm going to give you this word. The word is B-A-T-H-E. Do you know what that word?
Bathe.
Bathe. Why is that spelling?
Because
Okay.
this is a digraph and it makes one sound.
Exactly. TH is a digraph. It makes one sound, so the E can still come over and make that A say its letter name. Bingo. Okay. So now...
Bathy. That's
What?
what that says. Bathy.
Yeah, bathy. Bath. No, it's bathe. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I am going to kind of do a whole lesson with you, as I would all of my students. And I'm going to ask you to, I'm going to write some words for you to read that either have a single vowel or the vowel plus E. And then I'm going to ask you to spell some words with vowel plus E, okay? And then we're going to do some phonemic awareness like we did last week, messing around with the sounds, okay? So, this is my first word that I am going to ask you to spell. It's G-R-U-N-T. Do you know what that word is?
Grunt.
I agree. And what's the vowel in grunt?
U.
Okay. And what kinds have we, I don't know that we've even talked about consonants, two consonants that sit together like that before. Have we talked about that? So let's talk about it. Because
It's not a digraph.
it's not a digraph. A digraph is two letters, but how many sounds do you have in a consonant digraph?
One.
Now, when you said grunt, how many sounds in the GR?
Or one.
Can you say it?
Grunt. Or
Now, just say the individual. So GR, how many sounds?
Two.
Yes. So we have two sounds here, two letters. This is called a consonant blend. How about the NT at the end? Does it have a vowel in between it?
No.
Is it a digraph?
No.
It's a blend because it's two letters. Is it two sounds?
Oh, yes. Yes.
And so now we have another category of consonants. We have single consonants, consonant digraphs, and consonant blends. Okay? Is this, do you know if this is a one-syllable word?
It's two.
And why is it two?
Because the syllable is the letter, or the syllable ends after the letter or vowel. So it'd be grunt.
Okay, let's talk about that for a minute. That's an interesting idea. So, every syllable can have one and only one vowel sound, right? You told me that at the beginning,
Yeah.
right? What is the vowel sound in this word grunt? So, this is a one-syllable word.
Oh, since it only has one vowel sound.
Exactly. So you can tell how many syllables are in a word based on how many vowel sounds are in the word. Because this word has one vowel, it is one syllable. Okay? Cool. Now, I'm going to do this. S-I-T-E. What is that word?
Sight.
Exactly. And why is the I saying its letter name?
Because the E moves over and makes it say its letter name.
Exactly. Here's another word. Oh, this is going to be so cool. What is this word?
Shape.
I agree. What's the vowel?
A and E.
Yes. And is this therefore a two-syllable word or one? How many vowel sounds are in it?
There's one vowel sound.
So it's a one vowel letter. One vowel word. Now, SH, what kind of consonant is that?
Digraph.
P?
Single.
Single consonant. AE?
One double, or I forgot the word for that. What was it?
Digraph.
Digraph.
It's a vowel digraph. Okay. How about the word, oh, this is kind of interesting. What is this word?
True.
Uh-huh. And that's another one that we could put with pie and toe, isn't it? Why could I put true with pie and toe?
Because they're right next to each other.
Yes, because the
And they
vowels
don't make two sounds.
exactly. And it's the E is still about
Right.
yeah, the E is still making the U say its letter name, isn't it? Okay? Now, T-R-U-E. T-R, what kind of consonants are those? Are those single or blend?
Blend.
I agree. So how many sounds are in the word true?
Ooh.
3. Okay, let's do this word. Oh, I'm doing things to you that I would not do to most people, okay? Because I know I can, and it's because I think it makes it also more interesting for you, right? Okay, do you know what this word is?
Style.
Style. Wait a minute. What's the vowel in style? What's the sound of the vowel?
I.
I. And what letters are spelling it?
Y and E.
Oh, isn't that interesting? Because in the middle of a word, Y usually says I. But this E can jump over the L and make that Y say I. That was a very tricky thing that you got to, wasn't it? You were able to do that. Okay, now it is your turn to spell some words. Do you want a pencil or a pen?
Pen.
Okay. So, here's my first word. Oh, and this is going to be...
Pardon my handwriting.
It's okay. Is that something you want to talk to me and have me give you some hints on?
Yeah, I'm just doesn't have the prettiest handwriting.
Okay. We can talk about it, but we're not going to worry about that right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Here's the word. Hide. I want to hide away. Hide. I agree. How many sounds in hide?
I. D. Hide.
Use your fingers.
I. D.
3. But there's 4 letters in there. Why is there only...
this comes over and make it say I.
So the I and the E are actually one sound together, aren't they? Okie dokie. Okay. How about the word sleet? And that is completely correct. Why did you put the E together?
Because an E can make another E say its letter name.
And they often sit together in one-syllable words. Okay, do you know what the word sleet means?
Doesn't it mean like kind of like ice falling from the sky?
Yeah,
Or like,
it's icy rain.
Yeah.
Okay. How about the word rove? Might be good if you said it too, because when you say it,
Rove.
thank you, then you can hear all the sounds and you can remember it better. I completely agree with that. Yep, we got a bopper, don't we? Do you know what rove means?
I mean, I know what a rover is.
Oh, what is a rover?
A rover is kind of like, there's a Mars rover, and it's kind of like a robot almost. Like a.
Oh, that's
I don't know if
interesting.
you'd consider it a rover. It's called the Mars rover, so.
So what does that mean?
Explorer almost.
Explore. And so that's a really good example of the word rove. So the word rove means to walk or to move around easily, but kind of randomly. So why would the Mars rover be called a rover?
Because Mars rover easily but randomly. It's because the entire planet is really unknown, so
Yes.
you kind of need to cover everything.
So it's moving all around,
Yeah.
isn't it? That is so interesting.
And they probably made it so it's a lot more resistant to rocks and.
Yes, yes. So it can go up and down and through different terrain. Cool. Okay, how about the word bake?
Bake.
Thank you for saying it.
Wow.
It's okay. Cool. Cool. And how about one more? Mule. Can you tell me how many sounds in mule?
You.
I completely agree. One of the things that is interesting to think about is the letter L often is so noisy that sometimes it almost sounds like it's another syllable. Mule, right? But it's just a noisy L.
Yeah.
It's just a noisy L. Okay. So I bet you know what the word mule means. What does the word mule mean?
I think it's a breed between a horse and a donkey.
You are completely correct.
Yeah.
You are completely correct.
I was gonna say that it was one of the breed. I thought it was. I don't know. I almost got it mixed around with a donkey.
Okay, but it is a
It's
mix
a
between a
mix
horse and a
of-
donkey. And here's a question. What if you say someone is mulish? Do you know? Have you ever heard that?
No, I've not heard that term.
What do you imagine it might mean?
Maybe like strong.
Willed, strong-willed, okay? Stubborn.
Yeah.
That's what it means, okay? Okay, so we've done our reading of words, we've done spelling of words, and so what I'd like to do, may I have my pencil back, because I'm going to keep track of this by writing my list down, is we're going to do a little bit of phonemic awareness with the vowel plus E consonants, and we might have a single vowel in there too, okay? And so in phonemic awareness, what do you remember about how we did it? Anything?
You'd tell me a word and then you'd say sit without the t.
Perfect. So I can take out a sound. I can also add a sound.
Or replace.
Or replace it. Take one out, put another one in its place. And sometimes I can turn it around, okay, which is the most challenging of ways of thinking. Okay, so let's start with your word, okay? So the first word is sit. Can you tell me how many sounds are in the word sit?
3.
Okay, and I know you can do that. Thank you. Can you change the I to O?
Soft.
Okay, I'm going to say not letter names. Thank you. That was a confusion. I'm going to say sounds. So you are correct if you were going by letter names. Sot, that's more difficult than I thought of. I was thinking of the sound O. How do you spell the sound O?
Spell the sound O. O-E.
I agree. So if you change the I to O, what's my word?
Soat.
I agree. And if that says soat, can you say, change the T to Ch?
Soach.
And if that says soach, can you change the S to M?
Moat.
Okay,
Oh, moach.
You didn't give me time to correct it. You corrected it yourself. Okay. What I would have said for the teachers to hear is when you said moat, I agree with the M and the O. When you
I forgot that you changed around.
Oh, okay. I know you
CH.
did. I know you did. But I'm trying to teach them how to deal with mistakes, so you have to let me do
okay.
it. Okay? Even though you can correct it yourself. Okay. Change moth to moch. Change the ch to
Moth.
change the O to ah.
Math. Oh. Wait, to ah?
Yes. Can we do this? Can we do this? Can I help you? Can I help you? Okay. We
Moth.
sit. Yes, you're right. Okay.
I was having a hard time think. I don't know
What
why.
was it?
It was moth, but that was the word.
Yeah.
But I don't know why.
What
but
was
I
confusing you?
forgot. Because I thought it was. Why would it be moth spelled with an A, an E?
Okay, so can I say that one of the things that when we first worked together was that the A-U-O was confusing to you. Do you remember that when we first learned this staircase, right? So I think what just happened in your mind was a little bit of that, okay? So may I suggest that one of the things that you do is you've got your single vowel staircase in your brain, don't you? If you're not sure of the sound, go back to it and say the sounds and see the letters, or even write it out. Oh, look we have it written out right here, and you can check it out. Okay? Okay? That was a very valuable thing to talk about. If that says moth, change it to poth. Can you tell me where you changed it?
Change the M to an O. I mean, what? Change the M to an O. No, you change it to a P.
I agree. Can you change poth to ploth? And tell me what you did. Poth.
You put
Ploth.
an L after the P.
I agree. If that says poth, how would you change it to ploth? Ploth, ploth. That's why I have to write it down, because I might make a mistake. If that says ploth, change it to plosh.
You change the TH to a SH.
I agree. If that says plosh, change it to place.
You change the O to an AE.
And where is the E? Is it right next to it? Or is it after the H?
It's after the H.
Okay. Okay. That's really good. Thinking and being able to move the sounds around, okay? I kept changing it up on you, which I wouldn't do with most students. And you were able to do this in your head, which is the highest way of doing this. Because when you're trying to read and spell a word, if you can do that kind of thinking in your head and literally manipulate the sounds in your head, you can think about the sounds in a word. That is going to help your spelling a great deal. Okay. So I have to ask you, we've been going 40 minutes. How is your capacity to learn one more idea about vowels? Something new, totally different.
Maybe not.
Okay. That's okay to say. That's completely okay to say.